Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me for another Lok style Tai Chi and Qigong class. Let's get started. Just make sure I can see the time. Lovely. All right, so just a little bit of warming up. I'm going to start with a little bit of shake exercises. So we have done a few of the arm exercises before. Let's lengthen up with a nice deep in-breath and breathing out over to one side. And we're going to do a combination of shake and twist. So when we put the two together, we get a nice, quite chaotic movement. And as you can see here, it looks a little bit like that magic pencil trick, but really it should look like the arm has no bones at all, that it's just very, very rubbery. And that's the feeling we want as well, just everything nice and loose and wobbling around. Good. Really excellent for getting energy flowing and breaking down any or bypassing any little blockages. It's helping just the energy to flood. Good. So let's lengthen up and relax to center. And just for a moment, feel into the two sides. Can you feel the difference? So we better balance it up. We take a deep breath in, lengthen the spine, and over to the other side. And again, a little twist and a little shake. And let's see if we can get all the soft tissue to really flollop around. It doesn't have to be a violent shake. If you have arthritis or aches and pains, I actually think this exercise will help you, but you have to choose your level of intensity. So it could be very soft and quite slow, actually. That would still have some effect, though I find if it's a little bit more vigorous, it gets the energy going a little bit more. Good. Up you come, breathe in and relax down. Good. Now next we're going to borrow from a completely different physical system, belly dancing. Now I'm rather taken with belly dancing just for my own personal enjoyment. I do not fancy undulating in front of a crowd or anything like that. But in order to get the leg muscles to wobble and actually to create a vibration that flows through the body, there's an excellent little belly dancing exercise, and it's really quite subtle. So if I turn onto the corner, you can see it. We're going to bend one knee just a little bit and keep the other one quite straight. Not completely locked, but quite straight. And then we swap over. So we have one leg bent and one slightly bent and one leg almost straight. And that really is the exercise. We want to keep the belly and the hips and everything else nice and loose and relaxed. And we're just bending and straightening one leg and then the other. And if you're thinking, well, where's the undulation there? Where's the vibration there? Well, once you've got the exercise going, then you can speed it up a little bit. So bend straight, bend straight, bend straight. And it's very subtle, it's only slight. You're sort of playing with that sort of straight leg margin of movement. And then you speed it up a little bit more. And you start to feel this sort of earthquake sensation. And then you speed it up a little more. And it'll get to the stage, I doubt actually you'll be able to see it on the screen, but can you hear it in my voice that I'm actually undulating so fast that you get this kind of tremolo, you get this weird sort of So we're bend straight, bend straight, bend straight, bend straight. Now if you've never done this before, you might find it quite difficult. So you just go as fast as you can, creating that, you see it, this little sort of shimmer. And actually you'll get all the soft tissue wobbling in the same way as we did with the arms. So just keep going at it, keep going. And again, you just do it as fast as you can. If you've got it up to a good pace, see if you can go a little bit quicker. If your brain and your body just won't compute, then slow it down a wee bit. Very good. And rest. Excellent. Oh, good. So recently I was in contact with a friend who is based in America who's a Tai Chi teacher, and she teaches people with MS, and she also has MS. And she was saying that vibration plates, they were quite in vogue about 15, 20 years ago in gyms. But I think they're still there. You know, you'll see vibration plates in some gyms. They're considered to be extremely useful for people suffering from MS because it just helps to loosen and release any stiffness and any little places where energy has got stuck, and therefore the central nervous system functions better, and therefore actually everything functions better. But why do we have to wait until we have a really all-consuming condition before we start to help break down those little blockages? So this exercise would be similar to the heel taps. Let's do that as well now, please. Just lifting off your heels and dropping. We call this Bai Bing Xiao. 100 ailments go away. You see, the name of it even suggests how important it is, how valuable it is. And can you feel it has a similar experience, except I think this one is more vertical, whereas the knee shimmer exercise is more horizontal. It's getting everything going back and forth. And if you lift up your arms and let your wrists bounce, you get an added little lymph drainage and meridian manipulation in the wrists. Good, and relax down. Excellent. So today's little theme for warm-up was shaking. So we can do our arm shakes, we can do our little belly dancing, knee tremors, and we can do our Bai Bing Xiao. And all of these exercises will aid for general flow of energy. Actually, pretty much all Tai Chi and Qigong is involved in encouraging energetic flow. It's doing it in all different ways. Let's use another way, which is your rubbing, patting, clapping, slapping. All of these movements, all of these modes are ways to stimulate energy flow. So we have a twist and a thump. You don't have to hit your body hard, but you can if you like. But these little slapping movements encourage energy flow. And it's particularly useful at this level, at belly and lower back, kidney level, because this is your energy center. It encourages energy to flow in and out easily of your center. But you can do it in any body part. Cup your hands, please. So the impact is a nice vibration rather than a sharp, dissipating feeling. And just hit everything, everything you can reach. Hello, puss. All the way down. If you can reach your feet, include your feet, and then come back up. Good. And over the shoulders. Good, and back to center. Oh, isn't that nice? Good, now we're not going to do the full lymph sequence, the big 6 and the 8 nests as the Qigong version calls it, because it's really quite tiring. That's your lymphatic work, but we'll do just a little bit more. So we're going to focus on the chest here, and this is your main drain for your lymphatic system. So it's very, very useful. Very good also for helping fight infection. So if you think of lymphatic system, think immune system. So we're helping everything to flush out of our system. So let's open one arm, and with a cupped hand, let's pat across the chest. So we're getting the lung point just in from the shoulder. Good, and then swap over and we'll do the other side. Good, and then just a little bit down the center line. Lovely, good. Just let your arms hang for a moment and feel into your body and notice how everything feels. Do you feel any tingling, any little vibrations flowing through your body? You might feel a heaviness or a lightness. Very good. And finally, let's do some of the rubbing. So we're going to do a little sequence, a sort of quick reference to washing without water. So we rub our hands vigorously together. We start with the chin and we go up to the forehead and down around the outside. So this is sinus work and also just general waking up for the body. Let's do the same movement, but this time we go over the scalp, round behind the ears and down the throat. Very, very useful if you've been overindulging in quite rich foods and drinks, but actually very useful for cleansing the system every day. We rub again. Let's work on 2 fingers away from the widest point of the nose, the point directly under the eyes, and just drill. Good, one way, then the other. So this is called welcome smell. It helps you breathe more easily through your nose and therefore smell. Don't not smell, but be able to smell. Good, rub again. And let's go to, oh sorry, I missed out, bright eyes. So that's where your glasses sit. We pinch the bridge of the nose just above the bridge and we gently circle one way and the other. So this is Jingming, and it means bright eyes. It helps your eyes stay lubricated and functioning well. If your eyes feel tired or dry or just not too happy, this will help. So if you've long drives or if you're sat at the computer for long periods of time, that's a good one. Rub again. Excuse me, and we go just underneath the beginning of the eyebrows and circle one way and then the other. A very useful little pump for the lymph. Very nice for sinus headaches and just blocked sinuses. And let's just smooth the eyebrows with the thumbs. Good. Rub again. All of these exercises help to give you a nice healthy glow in your face and make you feel and look younger. Let's go to the temples and gently manipulate the temples. One way and then the other. A question I often get in class is, will this get rid of wrinkles? Will this help me look younger? And the funny thing is, yeah, it does actually promote the production of collagen within your skin, so it can actually aid elasticity. But I find the biggest thing that ages people is not actually the lines on their skin, but actually the energy, whether they are full of energy or whether they're kind of drawn and closed and tight. So this kind of exercise will definitely, pinch your ears please, will definitely help your energy to glow. And you'll know, anytime you see someone who looks healthy and well and young, they have a kind of glow about them, a sort of freshness. Whereas when we're serious or unhappy or unwell, the skin, regardless of our natural skin tone, it can become quite grey and dead looking. And that can make us look a lot older than we actually are. Whereas even if you're full of wrinkles, if your skin is glowing with vitality, you will give the look of youth and wellness. So gently pull your ears, please. So these exercises are very, very good to help with that glow. So I'm not saying that it'll get rid of all your wrinkles, but it will definitely help you look and feel younger. Okay, so let's rub our hands again, please. And we take hold of the back of the neck and gently pull. And again, just be careful of any rings or jewellery. Good. And one of the names synonymous with Tai Chi is alchemy, that this is a form of alchemy, which is the sort of font of youth, the fountain of youth. So, you know, we still follow nature, but while we're alive, we're going to feel and look well and healthy. Let's take the hands to the small of the back and gently rub. Good, and hold your kidneys. Breathing into your kidneys. So this is part of the alchemical process. Alchemical meaning changing one thing into another. So we're not turning lead into gold, but we're reverting used up energy back into potential energy. And holding your kidneys, warming your kidneys is part of that process. Good, release, relax down. So we can think of the three energy centers as fuel, fire, and smoke. Potential, here and now, and the result of burning up that potential. So only the lower energy center can actually restock in energy. This is your reserve, your energy reserve, whereas your heart center is all about just keeping you alive, just being in the here and now, expending energy. It's expending energy, it's not storing it. And the mind is sometimes referred as the crystal palace. It's very clear, it's kind of the used up energy and experience. So you can't stock the head with anything other than memories and thoughts. But we can keep directing our energy back to our lower energy center, and therefore we can keep giving the heart fuel to use. So rubbing the kidneys is also part of that, because the kidneys are our physical store for our energy. When we're doing our Tai Chi, the Dandian, the center of the body, the center of the belly, acts as that store and builds up potential energy. But it's only there while we're practicing. So every day, rub your kidneys, keep your kidneys warm, and avoid sitting on cold surfaces. Just the old wives' tale says, if you sit on a cold stone wall, your kidneys get chilled. You get a chill in your kidneys. So keep your bottom and your back warm at all costs. And I would add to that, keep your neck nice and warm as well. In fact, I'm going to give you one more little winter warmer exercise to do over Christmas and during the winter months. And this time we're going to rub the thumbs together. Can you get your thumbs and rub them together? Now that's quite a coordination challenge. So if you're struggling, you can just kind of pinch your thumbs and rub them together. We just want to build heat in the thumbs. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm pinching and then just rubbing the thumbs together. And then I'm going to bend the neck forwards and find the sticky out bone at the base of your neck. It's called the anvil bone in Chinese. It's the base of the neck, of the cervical vertebrae, and we're rubbing the thumb up and down on that bone. This point is also very important to keep warm at all costs. Avoid getting a draft at the base of your neck and at the small of your back. Good. And the reason being that is thought to be where cold energy, wind energy gets into your system and can reduce your immune system. You can get bugs, you can catch cold. So we want to keep that area warm. And it's where your shoulder girdle and your neck meet, so it's a very important junction. So every day, if you rub that area, you will help to keep your system strong and avoid getting sick. So this is very traditional Tai Chi and Qigong practice. Okay, If you've ever done guasa, I know guasa is becoming more and more popular in the West for beauty. Guasa, if you haven't heard of it, it is a scraping technique. Often you'll have a crystal, like a rose quartz or jade piece of stone, but traditionally it could be wood or it could even be horn, and it is used to scrape. Traditionally in Chinese medicine, it's used to help, again, get rid of any blocked energy and help energy flow. In the West, we use it, again, to make the face glow and to more for beauty purposes, but it's the same principle. It actually translates as the measles scraping technique, because if there is blocked energy there, when you rub gently with the stone, it looks like the measles. It looks like you've got the measles. It goes red. And even if there's a very big blockage, it'll just go black. You'll just bruise instantly. But actually that bruising process helps to draw out the stagnation. It helps to remove it. But with guasa, regardless of what part of the body you're treating, you always start with the base of the neck there. Always rub that area first, because it's sort of a gateway to open up the energy to the rest of the body. Okay, so let's get started now with our Joe Lok stuff. Hope you enjoyed all that. Bit different, seeing as it's the last class before Christmas. So if you're not feeling the best, shaking, tapping, clapping, rubbing, all very good to get the energy flowing. Now let's do our 7 stars in rotations Qigong. We're going to lengthen up, the chin slightly down and back, and calming down. Let's lengthen the fingers gently down. And let's begin. Open door 5. Pause, check posture, relax to center. We do our little rolling the rolling pin, forwards and back. Three circles at waist height. Expand and release. Change direction. 3 circles. Turn palms, absorb in, and keeping the shoulders relaxed, float up and expand. 3 circles at chest height. Change direction. Movement 3. We open. Deep breath, gather as much energy as you can. Draw into the head, point to the eyebrow corners and down. Open. Point into the body. Point around the feet. Up the back of the legs. Round the waist. Return to center. Check posture. Relax to center. Can you see the principles that we've just worked on? We're circulating the energy, we're gathering, we're feeding through the meridians, encompassing the whole body, the macrocosmic orbit, and guiding everything back to center. Check posture again. Relax into your belly. One more time, please. Breathe in. Opening. Check posture. And relax to center. Good, let's release and do our little centering exercise. Level with the dantian. And we move into movement 4, the 4 corners or 4 auspicious animals. So we start turning to the front left and we're going to do the dragon. So we're walking up the spine. The hands are cycling with the gentle rotation of the waist left and right, but we are feeling up the spine. With each little rotation, we climb up another rung of the ladder, keeping it nice and loose. Keeping good posture. Top of the head lengthening up, chin down and back as you walk up the tiny little rungs of the cervical vertebrae of the neck, all the way up to the base of the spine. And now we step and turn the toes and half step. Good. The back hand comes underneath and we expand, turn and step forwards. Relax down and expand, turn in the waist. Release the back foot, step again, relax down and turn, expand. Float up, feed the weight back, step back, float up, feed the weight back and back to center. Now we turn the toes to one corner, turn the waist, swing the arms around. So you're wrapping around your body, look over your shoulder, press your hands away, release, lasso the top arm, do the same to the other side. Look over the shoulder, stretch the arms gently away. And release, we come back to the center, fix the feet, cross the hands for the turtle, we sit back, stretch the arms forwards, fill your back, so it's one long curve, lengthen the top of the head, the chin slightly down and back, the whole body stretches and release. And we're going to turn to the front left. Now I'm going to do it with you, the same as you. So we're going to, I'll turn a little bit more so hopefully you can see. Should be to the corner. Ready? Step, step through. Roll back, float up, square up. This is the gold drill. Now we have water. Block, step back and pierce. Block, step back and pierce. Now wood, cycle the arms, half step, stretch. Cycle the arms and step. Again, half step and release. Turn. Step, block and rise. Glide down, block and rise. Glide down, block and rise. Turn to the front. That was your fire. Now we have earth. Big scoops. And bring the left side in. Now, okay, you can see me. Step. Movement 6. 6 harmonies. 2, 3, and 4. Swing the arms down, step through, arms up, and open to the left. Back the way you came. Arms up, step back, swing. Arms up, step through, open to the right. Keep turning, step, and into martial flowers. We're going to step forwards, step forwards, step back, step back. To the other side, step forwards, forwards, back, back. Return to center, take a breath. And prepare for movement 7. 7 stars in rotations. Check posture. Calming down. You want to be at the back of your, back of your space. Ready, we scoop. Right hand under, turn the ball, push the heel out, left hand to center and step. Ready, 8 steps round. 1, 2, 3, halfway, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, turn in, release left. Same again, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Return to center. Take a breath. Check posture. Relax to center. Point to the floor. And close. Jolly good, well done. Rest for a moment. Feel your heart rate, feel your breathing, feel into your body. Take a little sip of water if you like, and we will move on to our Phoenix in graceful clouds of blessing. We're going to do both sides in the Phoenix. I might take a sip of water myself. Cheers. It's actually tea. I sometimes wonder, do people think I'm drinking beer? Because I drink my water out of pint pots. It's just a nice size drink. When somebody hands me just a normal mug, not all the way up to the rim, I thought, oh, that's not much. I like a nice big drink. Okay, so are we ready? Phoenix in graceful clouds of blessing. We're going to do it on both sides. I'm going to be quiet and let you really get lost in the flow and enjoy the whole practice. All right, are we ready? When we get to the second side, I'm going to move back in order to have the space to do it. You may need to do the same. Other than that, we'll just keep going. Okay, ready? Check posture. Calming down. Ready? Start. If you need more space, take it. And continue, second side. we're going to close left, as that's the second side. Very well done. Good stuff. How did you get on? Yeah, lovely, lovely thumbs ups. I do like the thumbs ups. Yay. Okay. Again, give yourself a moment, please. Notice your heart rate, your breathing. We could do a sort of wuji at this stage, or just allow your system to calm. And then we'll have a go at our Immortals form. Very good. So we didn't do any standing practice in this class today, and we haven't done recently, but I would definitely encourage you to do it. Now, for a long time I was saying to people, do your standing practice, and I wasn't always getting it done myself, which I know isn't the best. But since Master Chen Yinjun came in October, I have been doing it every day without fail. At least 20 minutes. Most days it is about 20 minutes. Some days maybe a little bit less, but I'm still doing it. And I definitely feel a difference. Even if I'm in class and I only do 5 minutes standing practice, I definitely notice a difference when I then go on to do form. Everything just feels more connected, more strong. It just flows better. It's an amazing practice. So as I say, we haven't really got time in order to do that and the form in this class. But you can use standing as preparation. You can also use it as recovery. So it can work, you can bookend it. I think I mentioned this last week, that you can use your standing practice to bookend movement. But you could also use movement to bookend standing. So you could do a warm-up, then you could do a stand, and then you could do your form as a warm down. Or you could just do a warm down, and that works very nicely as well. So really it's this concept of using yin and yang. So folks, if you have time after class today, in your own time, I highly recommend that you do a wee stand. Doesn't have to be 20 minutes, it can be 5 minutes if that's all you've got, but allow yourself to get into it. And quite often what happens is, once you're in it, you want to stay in it because you're already feeling the benefits. And there is something very delicious and nourishing about silence. And we tend to not give ourselves silence through the days. We're constantly stimulating ourselves with tablets and phones and computers and televisions and radios and conversation and everything else. But if we give ourselves permission to be quiet and still, amazing things happen. It is a great nourishment. It is like a sleep in a way. It gives our systems a chance to process, to reboot, and to find a better balance. So please do, even through your day, even just taking a couple of seconds in good posture, even sitting, even lying down, just to be quiet and listen, amazing things happen. We feel so much better for it. It's not just me saying this. This is the Qigong world. It's the yoga world as well. You know, look at any holistic practice. There is stillness and quiet practice in good posture there, and for good reason. It's amazing. But let's now do our Immortals crossing the sea form, and we are going to embrace that stillness as we move. And even just the preparation, we still do wuji, so we're doing a micro stand. Even those couple of seconds is enough to bring us into that silent space so that we can move in and from a place of balance. All right, are we ready? Calming down. and listening behind. Ready, start. Right hand plucks, turn to the back, step to set, stand, I can't say, step to the side, turn, left hand plucks, right hand plucks, and do you want to jump? Jump, and step. Very good. Now we haven't done much of the jumping recently, So remember, you can always do your step and balance, similar to golden cockerel. The jump, let me see. The jump, we feed the weight back, right hand comes down, left hand comes down, lifting the left leg, smacking the right foot, step down, step back. If you were a dancer, we would call it a hitch kick. A hitch kick is lift and kick, lift and kick. So the lifting of one leg propels the body upwards, and then as that foot comes down, the other leg does the kick. So it's a kick in two halves. We have it in Chen style as well, after monkey holds peach. But often, it's in Laoja, often instead we do the game in two halves with kick and step back. So this is the same in that you can do a gentle balance on both legs, or you can do the jump kick. So the gentle balance, right hand across, right hand down, left side comes in, balance, step down, right hand comes in, balance, step down, for immortal sacred sword. Or you can do the jump kick. Same start, right hand across, right hand down, left hand down, lifting, kicking, step down, step back. Now you might think that one is better than the other, but it's not. It's just a different way of doing it. If you are vibrant and feel like jumping for joy, and you have the capacity to do it, happy days, do the jump. If you're recovering from surgery, for example, hips, knees, if you're feeling a bit creaky, or if you don't feel you've got the coordination, no problem. That is still very beautiful. It is lovely. You know, it's not, one is not better than the other. So, how did you get on? Thumbs up? Yay, great. Yeah, oh good. Well done, folks. Okay, so we're going to finish off with a little bit of a warm down. Just again, gently turning and hitting. I had it in my mind that we would do something special for warm down. Can't remember what it was. I had something in plan, but no, don't know. It's gone. Relax, breathe. Gentle, easy moves. Good. Let's go down the legs. All the way down. Ankles and feet. And up again. Good. But seeing as we started with vibrations and patting or thumping the body, let's rub our hands vigorously together and we'll go from top to bottom. So we start at the top and pat in a downward direction. So as you do this, you can think of any thing that no longer serves you leaving your body. So any illness, any outmoded ways of thinking that are pulling you down, think of patting them away like dust, leaving your body and turning to light. So we go down the back, down the front, down the outside, down the inside, and brush, brush, brush. So that argument you had with someone last week, brush it off. That cold that you've been working at getting rid of, brush it off. Good. All that procrastination, about doing the Christmas cards, brush it off. Whatever is holding you back, brush it off now. Think of it as leaving your system, turning to light. Remember that any issue within our systems is just simply energy that has got stuck. So if we allow it to flow, we are well. Good. Stand straight for me, please. Breathe, listen, and let go. Good. Let's take 3 breaths, please. We float up, breathing in. And breathing out, release, relax down. 2. Let the breath carry your arms, breathing out. Again, washing away stale energy. Last time, fill your lungs. Breathe in and hold your breath this time. Press your fingers into the sky, press your toes into the earth, and think of sealing in all that good energy. And now breathing out, guide your hands to cover center. Hug your elbows gently in and breathe into your belly. Feel the touch, the warmth of your hands guiding your awareness into your center. To that single point in the very middle of your belly, like a little sun, very bright, very hot. And feel your energy is stronger. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. Relax your arms gently down. Bring your awareness back to the room, easing out of your stance. You could even do another little knee shimmy. Just get things moving again. Folks, thank you so much for joining me both today and throughout the year. I hope you have got a lot out of your Tai Chi practice. It is an absolute pleasure to be able to share what I love with you, and I hope you're enjoying it and getting great benefits from it. So I'm wishing you a very happy Christmas, and I look forward to seeing you in the new year. 学生好, and you can say 老师好. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.